So first of all, again, thank you for joining me. And the 3 cards I pulled are for your environment, what's underneath the surface, your subconscious, and the outcome card. And so let's begin with the first card. And I can't tell you how many times this card has come up. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'm about halfway done for the astrological signs. I think you're my number 6. I'm just doing them and actually this time I'm doing them in the order of fire sign, air signs, water signs. I've never done that, but it feels right. So you're my 6th one, and this card has come up in this position 3 separate times for other signs. So there's some sort of universal message here. And what it is, it's the same as the death card. In traditional tarot, it's called the death. This particular deck is called transformation because, really that's what it is. The death card is rarely about physical death. It's letting go of people, circumstances, beliefs, whatever is limiting us and keeping us from moving forward is what this card is about. So it's a time of endings, is close at hand. And don't resist changes, although they may feel abrupt or uncertain and sudden, but they may be taking you to a place of comfort and security. And this could be in business, this could be in relationships, your career. So the transformation card is asking you to have strength and courage during this time, because really, and I'm looking at this spread and I'm thinking, the outcome is pretty awesome. You're just changing, Libra. And it could be that, that moon that we had on April 11th in the sign of Libra. So you guys are leading the way in a way. This is for Libra, sun, moon, or rising. So as always, watch your moon and rising signs as well. And so, I meant that when I said that in a way you all are leading the way. That was an important moon for us. Has to do with our relationships, and relationships are really, that's what we're here to do, is to learn how to communicate with each other, learn how to love each other or not. Maybe there's just some people in your life that it's just not working. And this could be a partner, this could be a love partner, it could be an individual or a group of individuals. And it's okay to release, it's okay to let go if it's not in your supportive best interest. You can't live in the past any longer. So I know Libra is about balance. I have a lot of Libra in my chart, believe me. And so this is a time to be open, is to stretch your wings and be open to that new change. It's time to move on. Take the next positive step. So questions that you could be asking are there any loose ends that you need to tie up? Are there people in my life whom I need to express myself to? What needs to be completed so that you can have a fresh start, Libra? Because I'm looking at this third card again, and you're getting ready to create your own destiny. So you need to release what's not working in order to put on your new coat of armor, your new, it could be armor or it could be a beautiful velvety, whatever feels good to you, but you're putting on new skin. Really, if you think about it, with this shift that we're all going through, our bodies are really changing physically, spiritually. So that's an important first card. It seems to be an important universal first card. And if you hear any background noise, that's my dog. He's gone from chewing on his bone to, there was a piece of paper on the ground, which I don't need, thank goodness, because he's in the chewing mode. He's a very good pup. He's just enjoying himself. Now he shakes. Okay. So, that's part of life too, is when you let go, enjoy that letting go. Enjoy the the exciting opportunities that can come your way. What's going on underneath for you, Libra, is what would be the same as the Two of Swords. Oh, and I do want to point out, too, that in your spread, you have two major arcana cards. This is one and this is one. So the universe really is speaking loud and clear to you about lessons, spiritual lessons and teachings, and paying attention to the universe and divine timing and your soul growth. All right. Those two major arcana. One sign had all three of them. I think it might have been Aquarius. But anyway, I'm just saying these are important. Well, they're all important, but in your spread. So this is the Two of Swords. And as you think about it, you know what the Two of Swords normally looks like. It's a woman who has her arms crossed over her heart, and she has a bandana around her eyes, and there's usually water in the background. She's standing near a beach where there's waves. And it normally indicates the inability to move forward, self-doubt, indecisiveness. And this can be with a person, a group, or whatever situation's going on in your present life. And it may not be an easy decision, but you're ready to move forward with the right strength and the right courage. Just enough, a balance of, is what I want to say. Because the 2 is a very peaceful number, actually. It's very diplomatic with another person. So if you can have peace within your mind, peace within yourself, and again, let go, it may be that, when we let go of the drama, it's like sometimes we need to recreate circumstances so that we feel like we're moving somewhere, whether it's forwards, backwards, sideways. But you don't have to. You can let go of this, Libra. You can let go of the mental conflict. Because when you finally decide to make that decision, act on your choices, act on what makes you feel good, then that resolution will really, set you free, and you'll move into this third card, which the outcome is the Magician. Magic will happen. Again, soul growth. That's what a lot of the signs are telling me, the cards that are being spread. This deck is definitely more spiritual. So soul growth has come up a couple of times, but I do feel like that you guys are in that phase. There is assistance out there for you to make wise counsel too. So, or wise counsel is out there for you to make a decision. Let's just say it that way. It could be, I'm balancing out the scales, aren't I? If you need to speak to someone, or, when you look at this card, it's very interesting. There's two eyes here, and then there's one that's showing here. It's almost like your higher consciousness, or another person, or an angel or guide, or whoever you seek truth from. It could be a mentor, a guide, like I said. This feels like the wisdom. This quarter that's kind of cut out is almost like higher consciousness. It could be your third eyes, intuitiveness, and psychic ability. But you have support to make the decisions. I think for a lot of you, it's career growth. A lot of you, it's relationships as well. If it's career growth, then it's like saying, okay, this scares what out of me? An intuitive told me that years ago. She goes, Tara, something really scares you, but you still kind of want to do it. It's a sign to do it. If it scares you, it's like, oh no, that's not even a good thing. Then not to. But sometimes it's good to feel a little bit of trepidation, but a little bit of excitement. And so with that, you can move forward. You can unleash your desires, if it's in a romantic relationship and you're in a relationship, then it's probably about communication, as we know. It's about standing your ground. It's about not putting up with what doesn't serve you if someone's not treating you right, or even, it could be you not treating others right. So remember, we are in this This is about two. This is about diplomacy. You know, my mother always said, if you can't say something nice, don't say it. Well, you know, there's another way of saying that. If you're talking in communication with a partner and you need to express it, figure out how to express what you need to say in a diplomatic way that serves you both. You know, you guys do that. So just think about relationships, friends. It could be that too. But let yourself off the hook as well. On the other flip side of the coin, let yourself off the hook. And don't feel like you have to be the one always pulling the card, pulling the load. It's the number 2, diplomacy. Okay, so that's what could be going on subconsciously for some of you Libras. The outcome is, like I said, the Magician. This particular deck calls it new beginnings. And as you can see, it's like she's walking on the earth. She's taking the first step. There always has to be a first step. So, you know, you started with the outcome of releasing what you don't need, little bit of needing to take off the blinders and see what really is out there. See how beautiful this particular square is? I don't mean to go back to this card, but it's very intricate in its drawings, and it's really nice here. But when he sees the true vision, his true vision, there's all kinds of opportunities for growth. This reminds me of a tree that's growing. Okay, so then the outcome is you're going to want to take that first step to create with the elements of the earth, your money, the pentacles, the wands, which are your life force, the cups, which are your emotions, and the swords, which are your decisions in life. So as you can see, she has her strap on. She's ready to do some walking. She's ready to move forward. Feels good about... Actually, you know what? I said this is the Magician. This is the Fool. I apologize. This is the Fool. So going back even more so, this is, okay, so this Fool, excuse me for that, this Fool takes this naive approach in life and doesn't care what he or she has or doesn't have, because it's fun, it's serendipitous, it's not conforming to society and what others think of you or that individuals expect of you at this time. It's your own adventure, Libra. So, you know, while I was talking about this Magician, I do feel like it is restoring your life, creating your own destiny. And I think you do that by starting off with your own inner guidance, your own wisdom, and belief in yourself, and tapping into that and just letting things fly, letting things go, as far as not feeling locked down, feeling blocked, just being open to the adventures in life. Like an innocent child. You know, give yourself permission to play, to love, to laugh. Above all, you know, I found lately that, well, I'm in a 3-month numerologically, so 3 is about fun, expression, laugh. But I found, you know, just this month, as I have before in life, but it's come back to me, that laughing and just getting a kick out of life is so much easier to approach than taking everything so seriously and watching the news and getting bogged down in those situations. So your outcome is that this is brand new for you guys. You're creating a destiny in an adventurous way. You may not know where you're going exactly, but it's beginning in May for you. All right? It is beginning in May. The last thing I'm going to do before I add up the numbers is I've pulled the 7 chakra cards in this deck. This deck has the 7. And I'm pulling one for the resolve, or what chakra would be helpful for you guys to pay attention to. I think this one wants to come out. It wanted to come out before it dropped. It was sticking out above the others. So here we go. This is the sacral chakra. The second chakra, of course, number 2. We're focused on that number for you guys today. The second chakra is based in the abdomen area. It's about 2 fingers below your navel area, and it has to do with intuition. It's, of course, orange, and it's the I want area. It's about our emotions and desires and creativity and sexuality. So if you all really, pay attention to your desires and what you want to create. This is an excellent stone. It's the color of the second chakra. It's carnelian. Can you see that? Sorry, I didn't have it under the camera. And to balance this chakra and keep it flowing, walking, dancing, moving your hips, your lower abdomen, it's almost like with this Fool, let yourself just be open and imaginative. And some of you that dance, it's like free-flowing dancing. And that will stir up your intuitive abilities, your, for you guys even, it's the intuitive life force. It's not your third eye or your crown chakra, but it stirs up that imagination. It's your second chakra, so it's very important to pay attention to it and to nurture yourself and express, your self in a compassionate way. Use color meditation and, express yourself sexually too. And I don't mean, being available to everybody. I'm saying if you're a female that, you might want to put something on and dress pretty. If you're a male, you might just want to feel how, sexual you feel, or to own your sexuality, basically, is what this card talks about. Okay? This one has not come up yet. The sacral chakra. I'm going to add these numbers up. We have 13 and 2 and 0. So 13, 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 6 in numerology is about self-love and creating abundance. I find with 6 life paths, or if you're born on the 6th or the 15th or anything that adds up to 6, it's good to take care of yourself, because a lot of 6, especially the life paths, they put others before themselves. So this is an indication for you all to pay attention to self and your desires. All right. And the 6 in the traditional tarot is the same as the Lover's card. Very interesting, huh? Are the people in my life empowering and encouraging me to be all that I can be? Because you're on this new mission, that's one of the questions you can ask. Are we teaching each other lessons? And are we mirroring each other in a positive way? Are we learning from each other? What am I learning from this relationship? Those could be some of the questions. Might be really interesting to see what you're learning, how it's benefiting you, how it's helping you to grow if you're in a relationship.